It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet.
Man of the minute, 6'11", from Texas A&M, number 6, DeAndre Jordan. And at forward, 6'10", from Oklahoma, number 32. And at forward, 6'10", from Oklahoma.
It's a Western Conference matchup as the Los Angeles Lakers come into town in this game. Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. With Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. This homestand ends here for the Clippers as they get ready to hit the road. Well, they are on top of their game right now, and guys on top of the league, the best record in both conferences.
Well, I don't know if these fans could be any more behind this team right now. The winning streak has captured this community's imagination. The level of enthusiasm's absolutely off the charts.
And the great atmosphere. You know, the fans have had a lot to cheer for lately, and it does come full circle. But their energy, I truly believe, is lifting this team to even greater heights.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Jamari Carroll is out there with Brandon Bass. Then there's Robert Sacre. Then there's Kobe. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot. Here's Russell. Four on the clock. Lets a floater go. Now the Clippers moving it up the floor, and slam dunk by Jordan.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
And really, the last few seasons, the Clippers have been one of the most consistently strong teams in the league. A far cry from when they were a bottom feeder back in the day. They have become one of the premier franchises in the NBA.
Here is Russell after the basket by Los Angeles. Bass can't get it to go.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times. And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Los Angeles with another miss. Greg, as you said about the Clippers, the days of finishing near the bottom every year are over. Clark, a lot of that is Doc Rivers.
Exactly. Since 2012, Kevin, they've had the third best record in the NBA. A lot of loyal fans stuck it out with the team during the dark days, and now they're reaping the fruit.
Here's Carroll following the basket by Chris Paul. Kobe with it. He's picked up by Paul, and he gets it to go.
That's a big basket. You don't want to let the game get away from you right off the bat.
Here's Navarro. He's guarded by Russell. Griffin a screen on Russell. Left side, Griffin. Al Paul. Coming off a stellar performance against Washington. And finished off by Griffin.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, I used to love to go up and jam like that.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. And here is Los Angeles now. The Clippers getting the bucket. Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Well, when Byron Scott and I had a chance to catch up a few minutes ago, I asked him about the challenge of containing Chris Paul, and he said, well, he's one of the best in the business, maybe the best. There's really nothing he can't do. But fellas, he said matching CP3's intensity on the court and making him work defensively are two keys. Back to you.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Carroll passes to Bass. Outside Bryant. To the left side wing. Puts one up from 19. Good as the jump shot falls. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Navarro. Sacre with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Here's Navarro. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. And that's now 6 points for Jay. Taken away. And it's sent back by Russell. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Let's go to our 2K leader. These are the NBA's Swiss Army knives. Big men who give you a little bit of everything, including assists. These are the best passing centers and power forwards since the All-Star break. And you look at Clutch, an uncommonly gifted passer, leading the league in assists.
You think of some of the great passing big men over the years, and they are some of the best players ever. I mean, period. I'm sure that's not lost on him.
Certainly not. I mean, it's precisely why he's worked so hard to become the passer he is today. He didn't want to just be a scorer. He wanted to be a complete post player, and he's done it.
So it's the Clippers now. After D'Angelo Russell's miss, Navarro, the pass to Paul. Pulls up on the wing. No good. So the Lakers will take it the other way. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
A lot of firepower coming off the bench in that game really allowed them to escape with victory.
I thought the bench was the X factor for him. You can't rely on that kind of scoring coming from the reserves every game, but when it shows up, it's a nice weapon.
Here's Navarro following the basket by Kobe Bryant.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Well, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen zero drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness, but no question he's improved his skills and IQ.
Here's Navarro. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in that win against Washington. The three. Good on the shot. Clutch has got 7 points in the game.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
4 on the shot clock. Lakers working the ball around now. And the shot is good. And here are the Clippers now. They lead by 11. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
Yeah, and in that game, we saw a lot of sloppy play from the opposing offense. They coughed the ball up, a lot of unforced turnovers.
And that did make things relatively easy for him. You know, it's nice to get a win and not have to work too hard for it.
And it's blocked.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Back to Paul. Here's Navarro. He's guarded by Russell. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Clippers.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
Hall, wide open look. Again, Los Angeles.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And for all of the improvements he's made to his game, one wonders why Blake Griffin isn't a better shot blocker. I mean, he clearly has the motor and the athleticism, but for some reason over his first 5 seasons, he's averaged only a half a block per game.
A platoon swap here for the Lakers. Nice job coming off that screen.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Navarro, takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
No doubt they've come into this game with a really aggressive approach, just pounding the ball inside.
It certainly is working. They're finding the open lanes to the hoop and owning this game early.
Here's Clarkson after the basket by Los Angeles. And the defense really pressing up on him. Made that a tough shot. And regarding Griffin's low block shot numbers, for some guys, they simply lack a certain field, Clark, for blocking shots.
Yeah, you know, there's something about the aptitude for shot blocking that sometimes is understated. Just because you're a high flyer in the front court doesn't mean you're going to block a lot of shots.
And slam dunk by Jordan.
Playing smart offensively in the first half, no doubt about it.
Yeah, the numbers support it. I mean, they're shooting the much better percentage from the field so far.
Shots good by Clarkson.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Ball against Williams. Down low. It's stolen by Randall. And it's the Lakers on the break. Williams is running. Dishes to Clarkson. Young with no one around. Gets to the corner and buries it.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Here's Navarro. He's covered by Clarkson. They get it back, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, he does not waste one of them.
And you know what? It's always going to be a powerhouse finish with him. We know that for sure.
And here is Los Angeles now. The Clippers getting the bucket. And Young, here we go. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Clippers leading by 15. Navarro, the pass to Griffin. Lets it go with a 3. And again, Los Angeles with a triple.
This switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
And here's Clarkson. He picked up 12 points in their last win against Boston. And yes, sir, that one drops. Clarkson's gone 3 for 4 from the floor tonight. 34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. That's a 2 from Paul. Again, Los Angeles.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
Now, here is Young. He's coming off a 10-point game against Boston. To the paint. They get a hand on it. Black, no good. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's good.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the word is they challenged each other, guys. I mean, each and every one of them to improve their free throw shooting in the offseason. Held each other accountable in that area. And now you see the results individually and as a whole.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Los Angeles on top, up 19. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily.